Have you ever wondered why Apple can't overtake Tesla, or which company will be the first to reach a market capitalization of $3 trillion? It's time to dive in and find out. In this video we'll talk about the pros and cons of Apple and Microsoft, and can Microsoft overtake Apple with the help of Chat? Get ready to be blown away. Did you know that the strengths and weaknesses of Apple and Microsoft are actually the opposite of each other? Apple's greatest strength is its homegrown hardware and ecosystem network, while Microsoft's greatest advantage is its homegrown software ecosystem. This is why Steve Jobs beat Bill Gates in the smartphone era, but lost to him in the computer era. And here's a fun fact: the reason Microsoft's software ecosystem was successful in the computer era was because the hardware threshold for making computers was almost zero. This meant that anyone could build a computer and the market was too fragmented for any one brand to dominate. So what does that mean for Tesla? Well, if you understand the logic behind this business, you'll know that Tesla has a bright future ahead of it and a high market value. The key point here is that when a company makes too many hard drives, the software ecosystem takes over, which is why Microsoft was able to beat Apple in the computer era. But you will find that history is a cycle. Two big players in the tech industry, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, didn't change their approach, but when the world entered the era of smartphones, Gates' approach became outdated. That is why his Windows Phone system never took off. On the other hand, Jobs' insistence on creating a seamless integration of hardware and software made Apple the reigning king of the smartphone market. The high barriers to entry in the mobile phone manufacturing industry meant that only a few hundred companies could compete for the nearly $8 billion global market. And if a company did a good job, it would be rewarded with riches. Microsoft, however, held to its traditional view that while anyone could make phone hardware, software should still be monopolized, as it was in the PC market. Sorry, it didn't work out this time. The reason is that I got the network license to go public. Combined with my tech development skills and eco-friendly software system, I know I can make something great. That's why even the pro investors see the potential in it. When there's too much competition, sometimes it's best to just step back. Here's a little insider info for you. You know those two big players in the game, along with a ton of phone makers, they're trying to push a phone without a phone function. And that's why Steve Jobs had to bring out the iTouch and iPad. But a lot of people just don't get it. Steve Jobs didn't want the call function because he knew that just having internet capabilities would be enough to keep customers happy. Why make calls on a phone when you can do it through the network? Even with ChatGPT supporting Microsoft, Apple is still leading the game and on track to hit $3 trillion. So, where does Tesla fit into the competition? If you want to know, just hit that follow button and give a like. You'll learn all the insider info for free.